Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Okay, and this man has a wife, he has children, these kids are gonna have to watch and see this. They don't look, I would be devastated if I was his wife.
I could have never guessed that it would be such high-profile individuals in the video. I do feel sorry for their partners and spouses that they had to find out this way. I think if they acted natural, no one would have thought twice. What a cute couple. I mean, I'm sure people in their inner circle might have caught something, but I definitely wouldn't have posted that video if the reaction wasn't the way that it was.
She thought it was just another evening. Her husband, Andy Byron, was away on business. He said Carrian Byron had just put the kids to bed. She was scrolling through her phone when her world broke open. A Coldplay concert, a Jumbotron, away Crontron. Viral kiss cam moment. And there, right in front of 50,000 people, was her husband, with another woman. Not her. The moment should have been cute, forgettable, a blip in a crowd of strangers. But instead, it set the internet on fire, tore a marriage apart. This is not just a story of infidelity. It's a story of a woman who didn't shatter. A mother who held her ground. And a heartbreak that echoed far beyond a stadium. That evening felt like so many others. Andy had kissed Megan goodbye at the airport, luggage in tow, suit freshly pressed. He said he had a text summit something. Quick, important, not unusual. Megan didn't question it. She trusted him. While he flew east, she stayed behind managing bedtime, packing lunches for the next day, tidying up toys, and folding the little socks only a mother memorizes. She sent him a text, "Good luck tonight. Hope it's a productive event. Love you." No reply. But it wasn't the silence that worried her, it was the video that came next. A video she didn't ask for. A video she couldn't unsee. At first, she didn't believe it. It looked like him. But it couldn't be. Then she saw the woman. Then she saw the shrinking, the avoidance, the guilt in motion. That's when her stomach dropped. The camera panned. The crowd laughed and the lights of the stadium shimmered with joy. It was the kind of concert moment people usually cheer for, a kiss cam sweeping over couples, coaxing nervous smiles and playful kisses. But then it stopped on two people, Andy Byron and Kristen Kitt. The stadium paused instead of kissing. They panicked. Andy ducked, visibly uncomfortable. Kristen looked caught like a deer in headlights. Together, they projected an awkward, guilt-cute energy that said everything they didn't. Even Chris Martin, in the middle of his set, paused to acknowledge it. That's awkward. She watched the clip again and again. Each time, her disbelief gave way to something heavier, something darker, she realized, with aching clarity, that she had just found out her marriage was in crisis, the same way everyone else had by the next morning. It wasn't just a private betrayal, it was a global event. The kiss cam video had gone viral. Overnight, shared, reposted. News outlets picked it up. CEO caught cuddling with HR chief. TikTok. Sleuths were analyzing every body language cue. YouTubers were breaking it down. Frame by frame. The New York Post called it Jumbotron. Reddit threads blew up with screenshots, LinkedIn profiles, theories, timelines. Megan's face wasn't in the video, but she was at the center of it all. Strangers were speculating about her life, her marriage, her next move, and all she could do was sit with the silence of her phone buzzing, blinking, betraying. Her family's humiliation was now public property, and there was nothing she could do to stop this spiral in the midst of chaos. Megan's instinct was not to lash out. It was to protect her children, bright and curious, were already asking questions. Kids at school had seen the video. Teachers gave her sympathetic looks. How do you explain to a child that their dad is trending for all the wrong reasons? How do you make sense of betrayal without letting it shatter your child's sense of safety? Megan focused on routines. She held them tighter, that week-longer hugs at bedtime. People started asking hard questions. Kristen Kitt wasn't just any employee, she was the chief people officer. Her job was literally to manage workplace ethics and protect the culture. And yet, she was involved in what now appeared to be a long-running workplace affair. With the CEO, the optics were disastrous. People called it a betrayal of leadership, of employees. Of every HR standard companies claim to uphold, employees began sharing whispers of strange dynamics in the office. of favoritism in closed-door meetings. How could employees feel safe reporting issues when the top HR executive was entangled with the CEO? Suddenly, it wasn't just a personal drama, it was a corporate crisis amid all the chaos. And when Meghan quietly removed Byron from her social media name, people noticed it wasn't loud. It wasn't angry. It was a shift, a boundary, a reclaiming. No statement was needed. Andy Byron could no longer stay silent. First came the digital disappearance. He wiped his Twitter, locked down his Instagram, avoided the press. Kristen Kitt vanished from LinkedIn, but the damage was done. His resignation was accepted. A CEO search was launched. In 15 seconds. A jumbotron had unraveled a career that took 15 years to build, and in the ruins. Meghan stood not with revenge, but with resolve. She let the world mock the cheaters. She let the headlines swirl, and in that quiet space, she became something more than a wife scorned. She became a mirror for every person who's ever been lied to. Every partner who's ever had to hold their family together through pain. Every mother who's had to smile for her children while her own heart broke. She didn't burn it all down. She simply walked away with grace. And sometimes, that's the loudest thing a woman can do.